Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Folks, it is Sunday evening. I am bouncing back somewhat sort of from the flu, and I want to acknowledge my, I don't know if we're officially dating, but a young lady out of Philly, an Italian girl, she sent me a donation, and she said, I thought you were supposed to die on the microphone. So here I am, the tail end of the flu. I've been, what is this here, Tamiflu? For anybody else who's been dealing with this as of late. So let's talk about my homie Benzino. Oh, Ray. Ray, I need you to put the pistol in your mouth. I'm kicking you back in tonight. Up on Drink Champs, crying. This is the second body that Eminem has caught, in case you don't know. He got Melly Mel's bum ass out of here. Last year. And now Benzino. Crying. I couldn't even watch the whole thing. Crying, talking about he wants to talk. The troll babies, good evening. Did he say he wants a hug? Help me out. I'm a little, trying to get back into the swing of things. Did Benzino say he wants to hug or make this all better? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? It's going to be one of those nights this evening. Okay, and I got a couple of people who I want to tap in. Janet, where are you? Because Fanny Willis went 10 toes down this past Thursday in Fulton County Court. Damn. Now, I want her out of here because I love to see a mammy bitch go down. I'll just say that. But I'm not too sure Fanny is going to go down in flames. I could be wrong, but we'll find out either tomorrow or this week, all right? Phone lines open right now. Also, Dana with the data. Dana, where are you? Because Dana has been going 10 toes down on her platform, The Real Dana, kicking Fanny's back in, as she should. Also, Florida Boy Jay, where are you, sir? Troll babies, I hate to announce this, but Florida Boy Jay has switched sides. He called me talking about he's riding with Fanny. Damn. Phone lines open right now, okay? All right, and as I said, I'm just bouncing back from the flu here. I've been getting the flu pretty consistently ever since 2018. And it is what it is. So I expect it around this particular time and season, all right? M. Clark, I got your donation. Sir, are you a new sponsor? You were supposed to send us a new banner or something. Thank you for your donation early. M. Clark, send me an email. Let me know what's going on, okay? I appreciate you tapping early. Blade, I see you, sir, okay? Blade says, salute to the ruthless Dago. Oh, okay. Oh, he's talking about my... I don't know if we're officially dating. Her name is Luna, and she went ballistic over Fanny and all of her attitude, shall we say, on the stand. Fanny went, again, she went 10 toes down. And for those of you who watched it, if you know what I'm talking about, her father then took the stand Friday, co-signing the bullshit. Was it bullshit? Fanny said she keeps money in the house. She'd been doing that, and she didn't know where the $2,500 came from with regards to Nathan Wade, the prosecutor, going after my guy, Trump, okay? Fanny's father, let me see if I get all this right now, took the stand Friday and then said, yes, it's a black thing. Phone lines open right now, okay? Hey, Patrice, thank you for your donation early. Okay, and Janet, where are you? Are you tapping? And let's go, Janet. Maybe I can find a mammy to defend Fanny tonight, okay? Food, peace, and self-care. Got your donation early. He says, big nigga on Pyru. Hold on. Why do what? Did big nigga on Pyru? Why didn't you tell me you was going to have... Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Let's not attack previous guests and things like that, okay? All right. So anyway, those are my two topics this evening. I'm going to stay focused. I'm only about 75% to keep it all the way real with you guys. I've been feeling really, really bad since late Thursday evening. Sipping tea. I got tea here. I got, what is this? Indian River Select, 100% Valencia, OJ, and some water, okay? But we are going to get through this show tonight because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow with Fonny, but I do know as of right now, Benzino is canceled. That's my guy. It's my guy. We broke bread about a year or two ago down there at what was it, Hudson Grill or some old fly shit. Can I get a Beantown nigga to tap in tonight? Somebody from Southeast, somebody from Worcester, somebody from, I don't know, Jamaica Plain, somebody from Roxbury. What's going on with Benzino? Can he even go back to Boston after this latest stunt, okay? And is it Dina? Hi, Dina. Okay, do you want to tap in? Okay, let's get to the show here. And Deeds is back in the building, guys. Deeds may or may not tell you where she's been. She was traveling, but Deeds is back in the building, right? Crown, do you want to tap in, sir? Crown says Shauna Brooks, consoling Benzino, #per. I don't know Benzino no more. That's not the guy who I knew for years. No disrespect to hang on a second. No disrespect to Nori, but I'm not a Drink Champs watcher. I watched, a couple of episodes, a couple of years ago, but I don't know. It's just too much old nigga capping. A lot of old niggas just cap, and Nori doesn't do research. So I pull back, but Benzino crying, dude, get out of here, right? Lance, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. And Frank White says, salute the hater. You saw, okay, yeah, crying. The white boy broke him down into tears. Janet, there you are. You're my first caller. How are you, Janet?
Hey, Star. How are you feeling? How are you holding up?
I'm alive. An Italian woman has me, somewhat sort of back in my, I'll say spirits, for lack of better words, back in my spirits. What's going on with you?
Oh, that's nice. Well, I'm hanging on in there every day, one step at a time.
Bonnie, let's get to it.
Yes.
You saw the testimony. What'd you think?
Are we going to talk about the testimony, or are we going to talk about is she wrong or not?
Well, let's start with the testimony, because you usually take the side of, black women who, for some strange reason, as you say, are creative when it comes to scamming and other. I'll leave those words to you, but tell me your thoughts about her testimony. Fonny Willis, please.
Well, I'm always going to root for black women because I am a black woman. Mm-hmm. So I'm always going to root. I try to stay in the code. But if we're going to be objective here, her testimony was good. It's as to be expected. She stood her ground. But however, I'm looking over the paperwork following this trial and some of these things that came out in these documents that people are not talking about, and they should be talking about. Did you know that she had a special grand jury, and then when the special grand jury didn't find widespread fraud, she went ahead and rewrote it and then sent it to a special jury, and then not special jury, but a grand jury, and some of these records are sealed. And did you know?
Jen, listen, you and I do a lot of deep dive conversations from time to time. I more so want to focus on her testimony because it's not really trending right now, but people have had plenty of time to watch it. I'm playing catch up tonight. As you know, I've been down with the flu for a couple of days. Tell me about her testimony. It seems that a lot of black women are saying, yeah, Fonny, gone girl. They're siding with her, whilst, quite a bit of people, like myself, think that her demeanor was deplorable, and she was combative. She was contentious, but with the female prosecutor. But then when the white male came behind her, she then plays the victim. Please don't yell at me. Come on, talk about that. Come on.
Well, her demeanor is what she was supposed to do. That is what I watched snippets here and there, and I did hear the sassiness, and I did hear that, but I'm more concerned with the outright lying on the stand.
Come on.
That's what I'm more concerned
Come
with.
on.
I'm more concerned with the fact that she has a friend here who's an eyewitness that they've been dating since 2019, and that this guy has been paid over $600 and something thousand dollars to be a special prosecutor, but his main practice in law is just like criminal cases, hit and run, stuff like that, just, plain simple stuff. And he only been practicing since 1999, which...
If I can jump in for a second, Janet, I hear you. And I don't remember Fonny's friend's name, the woman who you're talking about, who was, she was zoomed in. She was at a different location.
Her name is...
Go ahead. Her name is?
Okay, let me see. It's Robin Yurtie. It's spelled Yeartie, a college friend of hers.
Let me tell you what was wrong with her testimony. She said they were dating, but then when the question was asked to her, did Fonny ever tell you they were dating? She said no. Right?
But she witnessed them. But she witnessed them kissing in a romantic way.
Technically, that could just be speculation, not hearsay, but speculation. Okay, you saw two people kissing, but you don't have confirmation that they were actually intimate. And she hasn't hang on, she hasn't spoken to Fonny in years. So maybe she has an axe to grind. I mean, I watched that testimony Thursday intensely. Go ahead.
But see, here's the thing. All right. When you say intimate, now we learned from Bill Clinton testimony that intimate is subjective. Okay. So if you see someone in what is normally in our culture deemed a romantic relationship, the way they were, and this was in 2019, and she hired this lawyer who he's a private practitioner, and he basically deals with stuff like, I got hit by a car, I need to go see a lawyer, stuff like that. He's not on this level, and then he's getting paid over $600,000. There's a reason to be paused. And then you have...
Well, hang on a second before you jump around. And again, Janet, I want to stay as focused on the testimony as possible here tonight, because I do want to get to my homie Benzino, aka Ray Dog, breaking down crying
all right
on Drink Champs. With regards to Fonny and what's his name again? I forgot.
Nathan Wade.
Nathan Wade.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, he's not an employee.
No,
he's not an employee. So she could beat the allegations of sleeping with an employee. So let me just ask you, Janet, do you think that Fonny and Nathan will be removed from this case? That's the main crux of the conversation tonight.
Yes. I believe that they will be removed, because my thing is, the special prosecutor is supposed to be objective. He's supposed to be unbiased. But if he is already in an entanglement or in some type of close relationship with the person who already has several letters and things from the Congress of the United States, House of Representatives, Committee on Judiciary, they have all kinds of letters in here. And then the fact that she went out of her way to do a special grand jury, that didn't work out for her. So she did the grand jury. And then now she put the case to start in March around the pivotal day in the elections for people to start doing their primaries.
Okay,
it's a lot of stuff in here that people are overlooking.
All right. Well, Jen, listen, I hate to cut you short. I don't want to do a deep dive about the whole case right now. I'm sorry. It's Sunday. I just want to talk about the testimony itself, what you thought. But now, if I can shift gears for a second, Benzino, did you see Benzino crying on Drink Champs? See him crying?
Yeah, I saw it. It was very disturbing that they would put something like that would they would go ahead and air something like that because they're stripping this man of any dignity that he has left. He has become this hip hop clown, and that's not good. That's not good. And so even if he called these people friends and associates and longtime partners or whatever, they're not his friends. They can't be. They can't be.
I don't think he and Nori have ever been friends. But my question is, because I didn't watch the entire episode, was that clip that we're seeing now, him crying, was that included in the interview, or was that just a little tidbit that they threw out on social media? Do you know?
Well, I don't know if that was included in the interview, but I know the clip is out there,
Right.
and they're the only ones that had access to that clip. So it stands the reason that they are the ones that put that out, and I find that very disturbing.
Okay.
I don't understand that. Well, anyway, it was good talking to you. I'm glad that you're feeling better.
Thank you, Janet. Great to hear from you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay. I fuck with Janet heavy, but I'm not trying to do a deep dive on the case right now, guys. I just want to talk about Fonny's testimony. And where's Florida Boy Jay? Where's Florida Boy Jay? And they got here switching sides. Hang on a second. This is my alleged daughter. Killer, are you there? Where's Killer?
Are we on? Are we on? Hey, Pops, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back.
Cracking, girl.
Everything under the sun.
I like your hat.
Oh, you know, big Brooklyn. You know the vibes. Shout out to Brooklyn.
So, Troy Ave, if we can go left for a second, he turned himself in. Yes, you have to speak.
Oh, well, allegedly he turned himself in on the 15th, which was this past Tuesday. He made a post in regards to the court date. Apparently, it was just a regular court date, but he had a feeling that, they would keep him due to the fact that he was sentenced to a year, right? So he made a post and said, "Oh, you guys may not see me for a while. I'm about to run up in court. They might cheat me. You might not see me, but just know that the streets is a myth. All them people that was in the car with me, I end up taking the gun. Somebody shot at me. And instead of laying down and dying, I'd have been a hero. I took the gun and bust back." Troy Ave also said, "There you have it. Here come the consequences. But we don't cry over spilt milk. You take the lemons and you make lemonade. God is great and the paper is straight. Y'all keep supporting, keep running it up, send prayers. Prayers count more than anything."
Thank you for reading the entire statement. I was not fully in the loop. I've been down for a couple of days, as you know. Okay, so he turned himself in, and he's been sentenced to a year. I heard he may only do 6 months or something like that.
Well, on the good time, he'll do 8 months tops, right? But here's the thing: allegedly, he's in PC already.
Sounds about right. He's a businessman. I got assets. I have things that I have to monitor and take care of. I can't be fighting amongst the savages and population. Yeah, I got no problem with being in protective custody. None at all.
I think he's kicked up the whether or not he's the rat, who's the rat whole debate again.
I personally don't care. I've said this before, and you can chime in on this if you like. Once you reach a certain level or status in the world of entertainment, all that street shit is out the window. Out the window. There are no real niggas. There's no killers, shooters, gangsters. You have to protect your business, your brand, and other things of that sort. But okay. Anything else you want to mention? Any type of tea or mess you want to?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned in regards to that topic, because now we're dealing with the same thing. The streets are ablaze regarding Cardi B's best friend, Star Brim, who is also set to be sentenced in her racketeering and RICO charges. Allegedly, she is
Star Brim.
Her co-defendant came home, made a whole song about her. Nice. Allegedly, is buzzing out here. He called her a rat very blatantly.
What's his name? Let's acknowledge this young man.
I can't think of the name off the top of my head. He just came across my timeline earlier. Forgive me. I'm just learning of him. Okay. I'm also just learning of the 31 individuals who were also just indicted on similar charges that stem from the case regarding Star Brim. So it's very interesting. Very interesting. The streets
Hang
are
on a
on
second.
fire.
For those who don't know, this was due to some bartenders that were beat up or jumped at a strip club in Queens back in.
Allegedly cut in the face. And allegedly
Oh,
Star
yeah,
has
allegedly cut. If they were cut, they were cut. I mean, we don't know who actually did it, but Star Brent
well,
is going down.
she copped out. I have the paperwork, and in the paperwork, she took, full responsibility for making the
Oh,
order.
okay. Then it's not alleged. And somebody got cut. But this, do you know what year
Yeah.
that was? What year was that?
The year was allegedly 2020.
You don't
Yeah.
have to keep saying allegedly.
Well, I I wanted to fuss with you the other day because I told Jay that behind the scenes. I said, he's getting annoyed with the allegedly, but I get the shit
Allegedly is
from
not
him.
going to save you.
I
You
get
either have
it
the
from
information.
you.
Hang on. Listen. You either have the information or you don't. If you're talking about an action or a crime, then you can say, rather than saying allegedly all the time, just say according to such and such a source.
According to sources. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I want to get back to Benzino breaking down in tears. That's my main topic. Are you up to speed? Did you see that?
I'm up to speed. I really, at this point, majority of these men who go on these platforms need mental health. I don't really have much to say about Benzino. Drink Champs is the last place he should have been.
I agree. Especially if he didn't get paid. How would you go there? It's not going to bring you work. It's not going to put you back in the good graces of people who know you to be a certain way. But it is what it is. Hey, I appreciate you tapping in. And did you do anything with the name of your channel?
I did. We are working on that. I have my Norman working on all of your suggestions.
Okay.
We have thumbnails. We have production being produced. So yeah, I'm working on it. I'm not hard-headed, Pops. I listen to everything you say. I try to.
Great to talk to you.
Thank you very much. It was great to talk to you. Have a good night.
You too. Bye now. Okay. Killer tapping in. All right. Benzino is my main topic here tonight, guys. Hold on a second. Dee said we had a little issue with the stream. We should be okay. I'm not really sure. It's my the settings, everything should be good. Jay Norris, Star, can white women be mammies? No, white women are Karens if they get to doing too much, As far as Rachel Dolezal, former NAACP, I forget what area she was, a director or something like that. Yeah, she was tossed like a Caesar salad. But now in her mind, she's what's that term? Is it transracial? Hang on a second, guys. She's transracial, and she was recently fired from her teaching job because of her OnlyFans account. All right, but thank you for your donation, Jay Norris. Oh, here's the homie. Hang on a second. Rory tapping in Sunday evening. It's cracking, Rory.
Yo, it's the White Denzel. What's good?
You got the echo in the background. Can you make the adjustments? You and I spoke earlier. Give me a second, guys.
Yeah, I sound better.
Yeah, there you go. What's cracking, man? What's cracking?
Nah, everything is good, man. I'm glad to see you still breathing.
Yeah, I actually died a decade ago and I was cloned, but it is what it is. Let's go.
You died a couple times on us, so you still here, so that's all right. You got 9 lives. You like a cat and shit.
It's a fact. Funny.
I remember when I met you. You was dying. Next time I see you, you look healthy as hell.
Was that 2008?
Yeah, I remember that shit.
It was 2008. I just had the liver transplant.
Yeah, you were definitely checking out. And I did. But
Hang on a second. I want us to get focused because.
Well, here we are kicking Fanny's back in.
Funny.
You know.
Funny.
Yeah, man. If you don't mind, I'd like to just give a Caucasian perspective recap of what I saw in the courtroom that day.
Come on.
You know. Just a total trifling mammy. You know, there's no two ways about it. It just goes to show you that display of that despicable display that she did goes to show you that black people in this country, they're treated like royalty. You know, they're treated like royalty, and they have been for a long time. The reason I say that is because she referred to her race about 25 times when it was not relevant whatsoever, you know. And her father got on the stand, and I feel bad for the man, but he had to do the same thing. He, described his race about 20 times, which we can all see. We all have a pair of eyes that you're black. Everybody can see you're a black American. Why that's relevant to having cash in your house? Why is that relevant to having cash, holding cash in your pocket? You know, white people do that too. Newsflash, surprise, it's not just a black thing. You know, white people do that too. So it was a lie. She was up there lying, and before she took the stand and went into the court, she had went into the Ebenezer Baptist Church.
That's right. And
stood before the congregation in the pulpit and said that all of this was a lie, that she never had any affair, and the only reason that she's being accused is because she's black. Once again, she said it was because she was black. A week later, she turns around and says they are having an affair. They've been having an affair. She's been knocking boots with, you know, who knows in the office. This is just one guy that we found out about. But, you know, her demeanor and her attitude would suggest that those legs were spread up high for a lot of other people to see in the office, allegedly.
All right, now stay with me for a second, Roy, because let's get technical. If she used the word, and I forget, if she used the word affair in the church, but then her and Nathan are saying that their relationship was not when he was married, then technically it wasn't an affair. It could have been a personal relationship, but not necessarily an affair. I'm not trying to take her side. Trump is my guy. I want her and Nathan off this fucking case. I want the case thrown out. But if we're going to get technical, she's kicking up dust because she truly believes she did nothing wrong. Her attitude, her demeanor is widely accepted in the Atlanta metro area. That type of sassy black woman, widely accepted. And we're looking at the judge.
Yes.
Hang on, we're looking at the judge who's going to make the decision, not a jury. I don't think she's going to be removed. In me personally, I don't think her and Nathan will be removed. I would like to see her removed, but I don't think it's going to happen. Go ahead.
That's a 50-50. I think that's a 50-50. I think her chances are worse now that she will be removed because I think she annoyed that white judge with the comb over. I don't think he enjoyed her sassy attitude or her disrespect of the court whatsoever. I didn't think it was cute. I don't think he thought it was cute. And I don't think it was just black women that were pumping her up and thinking that was cool and, Fanny's the shit and, Fanny's a badass. I think there was a lot of Democratic white women who thought the same thing. A lot of single mother white mammies with low moral character can relate to a woman like Fanny. Definitely. And by the way, Star, as far as the her being going up in a church and not being the only reason we know about this whole thing is because when his wife was divorcing him, she brought up the fact that he was cheating on her with Fanny Latifah Willis. That's the only reason we know about this.
Right.
So she was having an affair with a married man. She was. That's the only reason we know about this. That was grounds for the divorce. That was grounds for the divorce. So
hang on a sec, Rory. I'm not 100% sure about that because her friend that testified, I thought that she reached out to Trump's legal team. I could be wrong. Deeds, are you out there? I don't know if it was necessarily Nathan's wife who lit the fuse, and there was a black guy. I forget his name as well. Rory, we got the echo in the background. You got to make some adjustments. We got echo in the background. There's a black.
Yeah, I'm out in the country, man. I'm sorry.
Okay, there's a black guy who testified as well. I forget his name. Pardon me, folks. There was I think he reached out as well. So I don't think it was just Nathan's wife. Go ahead. I could be wrong.
Yeah, that guy was his partner, his law partner, and also was his divorce lawyer, who represented him in the divorce case. So that's why when he was subpoenaed, he didn't have to answer all the questions. He was able to invoke attorney-client privilege.
Right.
But as you know, if you watched him, right, if you watched him on the stand, you could tell he was lying too. You know, this is somebody who has experience in court, who has experience answering questions. And they acted like it was amateur hour, and they didn't know what was going on. And you know, to be honest with you, if we're just looking at like the visual, that Fanny was an unhinged mammy that came into that courtroom sweating with her dress on backwards, looking like a tired heifer, disrespectful, and she played herself. You know, she's a Jezebel of the lowest character.
Now that is an alleged accusation. Slow down, white boy. Slow down. You don't know her bedroom behavior. Slow it down. Hold on a second, guys. Phone lines are open. I'm getting a lot of emails, folks. Please just go to the phone lines. I can't just respond to emails. It's my first night back. I'm on medication here. I want to stay as focused as possible. Hold on a second. Rory, I was trying to get Florida Boy Jay to tap in. Okay, you were saying, Rory, go ahead.
Yeah, there's two things I wanted to say real quick. Is one, I really admire the judge and the attorney that was questioning Fanny, the white woman, the white goddess, Miss McLean, I think her name was.
I thought she was weak.
She had Fanny all up in her feelings.
I thought Karen was weak. I'm saying it.
Merchant.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, she had Fanny all up in her feelings. You know, she got her to expose herself, and she was neck rolling and jive ass turkeying, and made a show of herself. And I like the way that they just ignored her every time she brought up race. When she brought up that Wade had cancer and she wasn't gonna emasculate a black man, nobody asked if he had cancer or not. You just gave that man's information out like that, you know. And then she constantly keeps bringing up that she's a black woman. Nobody cares if you're a black woman. Did you break the law, or did you were you misconduct? Was it professional misconduct? And is there a basis for this case to be thrown out because of prosecutorial misconduct? That's what we're worried about. We're not worried about if it's Black History Month, if you like cornbread, or if you have hot sauce in your pocketbook. We don't care about
white boys out of pocket. Pay attention.
Yeah, we don't care what color. If you got 5 different color weaves in your condo, you know, that your secret condo that nobody's supposed to know about. We don't care about that. We're just caring about what were you wrong? Is there prosecutorial misconduct on your part and on the DA's part down in Fulton County? And you know, this mammy bitch played herself. She went up against a white.
Okay, Rory, take a breath. Take a breath. I want to get other people to tap in, folks. You can also cam up.
To go up against.
Hold on. You can cam up, guys, if you want to get on the screen. Shoot me an email to hater1964yahoo.com. Florida Boy Jay said he's traveling. He says he cannot tap in. Okay. Florida Boy Jay switching sides, rolling with the mammies. Sheesh. Okay, Deeds is checking on some information for me, guys. Also, I do want to talk about Eminem. Has Eminem responded? I don't think he's gonna say anything to Benzino crying. If he's smart, he will take the clip of Benzino crying and then put out another diss track. If he's got time. Rory, do you want to tap in on Benzino crying on Drink Champs?
Yeah, yeah, I say, we just gonna keep busting on because Benzino got played out by a white boy too. This is perfect for Black History, but just like Fanny got played out by Trump, Benzino's whole career went down the line when he played with the white boy. Benzino's a corn muffin, man. I don't know what to say about him. I don't like Boston. I don't like I don't even like the white people from Boston. And most of the brothers up there are they're soft mulattoes, from what I've seen. Most of them are really soft mulattoes, and
I disagree, but okay.
And they're a bunch of baked beans, man. They're a bunch of baked beans up there.
Okay.
They're soft. They sweat New York, No, I don't care for Boston. Who the hell wants to go up to Boston?
But now, did you see? Hang on a second, Rory. Here's what I'm trying to find out because somebody sent me an email saying that Benzino crying is not actually on the Drink Champs interview. That's just like a clip that they put out. Do you know about that? Did you watch that Drink Champs interview?
I'll be honest with you. I didn't watch that interview.
Okay.
I don't care for that podcast too much.
Okay.
Nori got the donkey teeth and stuff like that. I can't do that.
Easy. Okay. Rory, I'm going to take other calls, man. I appreciate you tapping in. Any closing words with regards to Fonnie? Do you think that she will be removed along with Nathan from the case?
Yeah, I believe she will. I believe she will be removed from the case. I think the case is going to get thrown. I think it's apropos. It couldn't have happened to a nicer person. And her name is, Fanny Latifah. Fanny Tifa Willis. So that's a mammy's name if I ever heard it. And when she's out of here and her career is over, there's going to be on her tombstone that here later, mammy.
Okay. Rory, you're doing too much, man. Thank you, Rory. Thank you. He's doing too much. Way too much. Holy shit. Whew. I like his energy, though. I have to say that. Guys, on the screen, please check out one of my sponsors, Nick Severe Music on YouTube. I say again, youtube.com/@Nick Severe Music. Nick, I want to get you back on the line this week, man. If you have time, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, okay? Also, I want to make sure that I'm promoting TrackmastersDJ.com, repping the 305 DJ Prophecy. Tell him I sent you guys. He's got a lot of mixtapes. Okay, you can go to mixcloud.com/TrackmastersDJ. A lot of good product. He's repping the 305. Okay, Andrew, sit tight. I see you, sir. You're my next caller. Marshall Bussington III sends it a donation. Start watching your reports, red wine sipping and caviar eating. Good shit, sir. Give the Florida boy contact. Okay, Florida boy's contact information. Who are you talking about? Florida boy Jay? Just send an email and we will forward you over to him. Or just go into the community section. He's right there. 605. Good evening. Benzino crying on Drink Champs. Are you up to speed? 605.
Good evening, Star. It's Miss Ruth. How are you?
Hey, Miss Ruth. Your phone sounds a little crazy. Are you okay?
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Let me get off.
Give her a second. Great.
Okay, what about now? Am I sounding better?
Nice. Great to hear from you. What's cracking, Miss Ruth?
Okay, I had to call in about the Benzino interview.
Please.
I watched it today all the way up to the end. And he was crying at the end of the interview for a good 20, 30 minutes.
Oh,
God.
Oh, my God.
He was boo-hoo, snot-nose crying.
Jeez.
But I feel that the whole interview was a disgrace. this interview gave me flashbacks of the Lamar Odom interview. It gave me flashbacks of the first DMX interview when he was all coked up. And I just feel that Nori and EFN were very irresponsible to allow that to happen. You claiming that you want to give them flowers, you know, you giving them mad respects, but you going to allow them to deteriorate like that on your platform? It was disgusting, and it was horrible and a goddamn shame. That's how I feel about it.
Okay, I don't know Drink Champs interviews like that, but I remember Lamar Odom. I did see that where he actually he said something to Nori about you trying to play me or something, right? Something along those lines.
He got upset with Nori because Nori didn't know that Lamar sold his NBA rings. And Nori kept asking him, so what about your rings? What about your rings? And Lamar kept telling him, yo, I'm comfortable with these questions. Why are you asking me these questions? And they almost blew up into a big beef. But he was also intoxicated at that point.
But it was the way that Lamar Odom said it to him. He said, I feel like you're trying to play me. It was very subtle. It was very subtle.
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think that Drink Champs needs to take a little bit of responsibility in this situation. If you know that your guest has a substance abuse issue, if you know that your guest has a drinking issue, you know, even his old lady had to jump in and tell Benzino, baby, sit, because he was standing up and carrying on throughout the whole interview. It was crazy. It was crazy. And it almost feels like a setup. I feel like they set him up to fail, you know? And I also think that Benzino might have wanted to catch a little bit of the Cat Williams clout because his main focus was the whole Eminem thing. All he kept saying was, let's talk about Eminem. Let's talk about Eminem. But I really, really think that Nori and EFN, they need to take a little bit more responsibility with how they deal with
Stay with me for a second, Miss Ruth. I appreciate your commentary as always. With all due respect, is Drink Champs washed? Is it trash now? And they will do and say anything to try and get some traction. The last couple of times I went there, the numbers weren't that strong. I forget how many years that show has been going on. So you get people to sign what's called a release when they sit down, and they release you from any wrongdoings with regards to your image and or likeness. So Benzino, who's smart enough to know that, because he was once co-publisher of The Source magazine with my friend Dave Mays, he signed the release. And again, I'm just asking, is Drink Champs trash? So they'll do anything at this point to get the numbers stronger or back where they used to be. I don't even know where they used to be, but and this is what we have now: people talking. And yes, you've got a guy who has been beefing with Eminem for decades, and he's down on his luck. He's fucking crying, and it's a shit show. We love a shit show, yes, Miss Ruth?
Hell yeah! We wouldn't be out here right now talking about it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! But at the same time, it's kind of sad because everybody.
No, Miss Ruth, it's entertainment. No, Miss Ruth, it's entertainment. We want to see niggas crash and burn. Come on.
Of course. We need something to talk about on the internet.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's kind of a little sad because he's a freaking human being. You know? And he broke down because the man got issues that need to be addressed. And it's entertaining and all of that stuff, but I don't know. This one I just found it a little bit this. Maybe because he was crying. You know, I don't know.
Niggas cry every day, B.
But I totally agree with what you were saying. 2024 has started out bumping with all of this stuff that's going on online, with the Fanny and with the Shay Shay and Cat, and everybody's like, this year has started out with a bang.
Okay.
And this is just part of 2024, and yes, they are grown-ass men. Yes, Benzino knew what he was doing, you know, but with that, you're going to end up getting the mess that you witnessed on Drink Champs, you know, in that episode.
Miss Ruth, before you go, Fonnie Willis, did you see her testimony in Fulton County this past Thursday? Fonnie Willis.
I didn't see the whole testimony, but I saw all the relevant clips.
Okay.
I saw how she was talking about, I'm not on trial, y'all are on trial. So I'm curious to see how all of that turns out.
If I can say this, if I can press you just a little bit in your retired police career, I'm sure you've been in many court situations. Do you think that there's enough evidence to remove her? I want her and Nathan Wade removed, but I'm just not sure if there's enough evidence. Hang on, did she lie about the money? Hang on, more than likely, but they have to now prove. If she lied, okay, she lied, but you've got to prove that she used money. And you have to produce the trail. You can't just say, oh, well, she lied. You have to produce the trail before that judge will say, okay, here's the proof. Not, okay, well, you lied. You're out of here. Right or wrong, Miss Ruth?
Correct. You got to have the proof. But, you know, I'm sitting here thinking, oh, my God, in what profession do people not have relationships with one another? I don't care what profession you're in. There's always somebody that's messing around with somebody.
Right.
Now, if there is proof that she used money illegally, ungainfully, then she deserves to go to jail. But other than that, I don't see it no difference than any other office romance anywhere else in this country.
Okay.
Star, take care.
Thank you, Ms.
Great
Ruth.
to see you. Have a good night.
Thank you so much, Miss Ruth, tapping in. I don't think Fonnie's going to jail. I think that's jumping the gun here. Guys, FrawleyFusion.com, one of my new sponsors. Please go there. Discounts on quality and exclusive products. Please tell them I sent you. FrawleyFusion.com, okay? And with regards to my sponsors, as I said earlier, I'm going to be extending promotion for an extra 3 weeks. I've been off for a couple of days with the flu. I'm just now bouncing back. So you will get, your money's worth and more bang for the buck, I assure you, okay? Blade, you sent me an email. What's cracking, Blade? He says, check email, okay. Salute to the flu for coming closer to taking Star out than us Brooklyn niggas ever did. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Blade. That was cute. Thank you, Deeds. Okay. Deeds has sent me the allegations against Fulton County DA Fonnie Willis, timeline and key details. Thank you, Deeds. Newt, I got your donation. Okay, he's taking shots at my alleged daughter, Killer. Thank you, Newt. Okay. Is it Dale City? I got your donation. Sunday ties for the machine. Thank you so much. Let's bring in area code 267. Good evening. It's Sunday. We're talking about a few topics. Are you at the speed? 267. Yes,
Hello,
no, maybe.
What's up, Star?
Yes, sir. How are you?
How you doing? I was calling in about Fannie Willis.
Yes, sir. What do you
wanted to comment on that?
Please.
It's so funny how she sat up there and kept talking about so much cash sitting around. I believe they are going to look in a little bit more about that, because is it did taxes get taken out of all that cash she got sitting around? You see what I'm saying? Like, I think she's making the situation a little worse than what it was.
I'm listening. You have the floor, sir. I'm listening.
Yes, it's like the money is unaccounted for. You know what I mean? And she kept on bouncing around that, and her story wasn't adding up all the way to his story.
Right.
I think the best person that got on the stand that day was her father. And
he got on the stand the next day, the day after. He took her place. If you paid attention, and I'm sure you did, he took her place on Friday, and I thought he was working the mojo. Listen, Trump is my guy.
Yeah.
I want Fonnie and I want Nathan out of there, but I'm just not sure. Go ahead.
I think they got her. I think the reason why I kind of feel the way you do too, just a little bit because of how she approached the situation. You know what I mean? This is the first time in history you've seen a woman on the stand talking the way she did and not backing down. Usually women, even when you see certain women in murder cases, they be up there so soft and smoking and crying. She went up there with the attack, and I think they could see right through that. They're going to let her sit up there and talk until she talk herself into a brick wall. You see what I'm saying? And
I hear you.
That's all it takes. You know, that's all I got for you, though, Star.
Stay with me. Where you calling from? What area, if I can ask you?
Philly.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
215 here. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, objectively speaking, have you ever been to the Atlanta metro area?
No, I stay out of there. It's too many colors down there for me. I can't see when I'm walking around.
Okay. You know, Fonnie Willis exemplifies the demeanor of Black women in the Atlanta metro area. They are bold, aggressive, sassy, and she exemplifies that. And let's not pretend that she hasn't been doing her thing in that Fulton County jail over the decades. Dana said, "Tight, I see you on the line." She went to, I think it's Emory Law School. 1998 or 1999 is when she first went down to Atlanta area from DC. 16 years as a prosecutor. They know her in that courthouse. That judge knows her. She knew how to talk. She knew how to talk her talk. Most people who are on the outskirts or not from, again, the Atlanta or Georgia area, they're like, oh, damn, she doing too much. But they have to prove where that money was spent, or not just because she's got money, because truthfully, sir, I've kept cash in the house on a lot of occasions. I have. I got jammed up one night. I was at dinner with a girl, went to use one of my credit cards, and they had stopped it. I had to call the compliance department 2 days later. It was about $30,000 on the fucking card. And I said, you know what? I'm keeping more cash in the house now. So I just don't know if that's going to be the reason to get her up off of this thing. But I'll let you go and finish up.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but you know how it might not be now, but the feds probably can sweep it later if she don't have
possibly,
the paperwork or saying exactly where she got the money from if it's over 10,000. You know what I mean? But that'll be another case for another day.
Okay.
And far as Fanny, I get it. An excuse to all the women out there, but we need Kevin Samuels to be the fucking the defense.
Kevin's gone, sir, and please watch the F-bomb. But thank you for your call.
Also,
thank you.
All right.
Okay. There you are. I've been waiting for this call. Thank you for being available, Dana with the data.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's cracking, girl?
Well, first, I just want to start off because I thought you would have did the show earlier. Because I was like, so I want to ask, do you want me to cam up? Because I take the bonnet off, the cam up, or should I just stay on the phone?
Well, it's up to you, but I think you should cam up with the bonnet. Just, totally up to you.
I'm not. No, I think the nation had enough of black women with the bonnet attitude.
Well, stay with me right here. Don't worry about camming up.
Okay.
You have been going in on your channel, The Real Dana. You and I have been talking every day. You've been keeping me in the loop with regards to all of this. Fonny, she corrected everybody to let them know it's Fonny, even if it was originally Fanny, and her father came behind her the next day, which was a Friday. Yes, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
He testified. I could be wrong. I don't think there's enough proof or evidence to remove her and Nathan. What say you, Dana?
Okay. Well, I'm going to call her Fanny, and I don't care how she wants us to pronounce it because she doesn't get my respect.
Okay.
So, and I do want to say, but thank you to Miss Fannie Willis for giving me the content because yes, I'm eating lovely, i.e. Judge Joe Brown, who broke down this case so far brilliantly. So 3 things, which is the problem here. She did not report the relationship. And that type of position, you're going against ethical codes violations. So she did not report it. And that goes to avoidance appearance of impurity.
Okay.
That's a problem. And where did you get the cash if you were broke? Because she did indicate when she invested $50,000 to running for an office, I think it was a judge position or whatever. And she said, she didn't have any money at one point. So it's a lot of cash. It's money involved here. So where did you get the money? And what that defense Trump lawyers are trying to prove, they're trying to test her accountability. That's why they're harping on the money, paying for the trips. How much cash did you give him? Because is it taxpayer dollars? Is it a tax violation? So they're trying to test her accountability. So it's a conflict of interest because if she's removed, Nathan Wade is the next person up to proceed with the case because he's the special prosecutor. He can't do it. So the whole case right now is tainted because of their love affair. So the problem is why she made it worse. And I think that the judge is going to remove both of them from this case because of her unprofessional, defiant behavior when she sat in that seat on Thursday. She really sank her own ship.
Okay.
So along with the other evidence, not reporting a relationship and the money and stuff like that, her behavior, you are the DA. That means you're the top boss. She doesn't have a boss. She answers to the people. And for you to sit there with that arrogance and that attitude, that boss chick, I'm the exception to the rule attitude, no ma'am. No, ma'am. So she showed every negative stereotype of the angry black woman.
If I can jump in.
So
if I can jump in. According to Wikipedia, in 2019, Willis became chief municipal judge for South Fulton, Georgia. Let's not act like her behavior, her demeanor, and her swag has not been accepted down there. Again, people from the outskirts, from the north and all these other places, seeing her for the first time, yes, they're in shock. Damn, she's overly aggressive. Damn, she's bold. She has been, I don't want to say, she has been supported, pardon me. She has been supported throughout her journey. I'm looking at all of her accomplishments. Emory University School of Law, graduating in 1996, studied political science at Howard University, graduated in 1993. Fanny, whatever her, she's no lightweight. She's no lightweight. Now, can you talk to us about the judge, Dana? Because I did see on your platform, The Real Dana, Judge Joe Brown, your partner, your co-host, he's riding with Fonnie's father. He knows him, yes?
He personally knows him. Yes, they were part of the Black Student Body Alliance back in the day, and which was part of the Black Panthers and stuff like that. So he's not so much riding with the father. What he basically is, he is highlighting how he came when he sat there as one of the special witnesses, his professional behavior. It is a way that you talk to the judge, because when he said, "Excuse me, Judge, may I indulge?" You see what I'm saying? The judge said, "Go ahead," and then he elaborated on the story. As opposed to his daughter, she just started rambling, and the judge had to tell her, "Stop, you're out of line," at least twice. So he was highlighting his resume, giving that Black man his props, you know, saying he's the real deal, and how you supposed to act in a courtroom, which his daughter did the complete opposite. So he was really the father was trying to savor whatever dignity his daughter may have by speaking on her behalf on Friday. And I think he did a good job, and that's what the judge was praising. So he wanted people to highlight, this is how you're supposed to behave in the courtroom, whether you're a lawyer or not. That is how you're supposed to behave as a professional. So
I have to say, I enjoyed when Fonnie told what's the prosecutor's name? I forget. What is her name? Do you remember?
Oh my God.
Take your time.
I know it starts with an M.
How about we just call her Karen? Fonnie told Karen, she said, "I'm not telling you the whereabouts of my daughter." Shut it down.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
Yeah. No. I caught that, and she and I understood that, because that was irrelevant. But she also said, "Oh, that's cute." So yeah, she was giving her a lot of attitude. And one thing Judge Joe Brown pointed out about Trump lawyers, they are not courtroom lawyers. They are corporate lawyers, and they're very experienced. You know, they win a lot of cases, but that's paperwork. So the questions that white woman was asking Fannie was repetitive. It was redundant. And that's why the judge kept cutting her, saying, "Just get to it. I got it." And that's why I appreciate Judge Joe Brown, because he also said that the judge that's overseeing this hearing, he approves of the judge. He said this judge is doing a good job, because he already knows how to intake the information. So he knows the questions that they're going to ask. So the judge is basically saying, stop asking the same questions. I know the information, just get on with it. So Judge Joe Brown said this type of judge is going to be fair, whatever decision that he comes up with. So it's not that he's protecting Fannie for anything, he's doing the opposite.
Okay. And when do we get a decision from the judge? Court resumes tomorrow.
So, no, I don't think it resumes tomorrow. He is going to resume later this upcoming week, later in the week, or next week. So
wow.
His decision is going to come down late this week or the beginning of the following week.
So they're going to drag this out then.
Yeah, that's what what I took from that too, because I'm like, okay, so I guess he needs time, and that's why too. The Nathan Wade, law partner who took the stand after the father on Friday, they were asking him questions about Nathan Wade and Fannie's relationship. And the black guy who was the lawyer, his partner, he was saying he didn't answer it because he said that's a client privilege. He'll be breaking client privilege. Yeah. So the judge is going to resume this behind closed doors, either Monday or Tuesday, to evaluate if he will break client privilege, and if he's not, then he has to answer the question, when did their relationship start?
Okay. Dana,
So
can I
we're
ask you to hang on for a second? Dana, hold on a second. 5-time combat vet, I got your donation. Peace Star. Benzino was giving game. Hashtag pay attention. Okay, if you say so. So I did not see the entire interview. I just, didn't know he's a great guy. Never met DJ EFN. I don't want to see an entire Benzino interview. The fact that the nigga's crying just turns me off. That's not the Ray who I know. That's not the same guy. And I guess, time moves on. I know he was talking about he's got an 8-year-old he just took to school earlier that day. If you say he was giving game, okay. I just saw a shell of the guy who I used to know. But thank you for your donation. Oh wow, okay. Blade talking crazy. Wow, okay. Thank you, Blade. And Pamela, I got your donation, okay? Dana, let's go back to you for a second. Tell us what videos you've posted on your platform, The Real Dana, with regards to this Fonnie Willis taking the stand and where we are with everything, please.
Well, I went live. Me and Judge Joe Brown, we went live on Thursday, Man Up Thursday, but I went live on my YouTube channel, The Real Dana. And what I did, I just chopped up a couple of clips, and we went live again on Friday because we were dissecting. Well, he dissected the judge, Trump lawyers, and Fannie Willis. And then on Friday, he dissected the father, right? Which was very insightful. A few of my videos actually doing very well with the views. Going, I would say,
You're popping.
especially with. Yes, honey. Yes. Let me pat myself on the back. And now, Judge Joe Brown did highlight, because I put that up as a clip, how the IRS watches court cases like this. So the IRS may get involved when the Trump lawyers asked her, well, if you had $4,000 to pay for a trip to Belize, and other trips, why didn't you pay the tax lien on your house at the same time? So
that's not a crime.
That's not
a crime. It's not a crime.
It's not a crime, but what the Judge Joe Brown was saying, the IRS may investigate her. So again, she was talking too much, and he said that she should have just pleaded the fifth, which made sense. But she wanted to get up there and be black girl magic boss chick attitude and kept running her damn mouth. And so what she did, she just dug a hole, and she's making that hole way deeper. So for instance, because this is one of the examples, if Trump becomes president, right, and he elects Secretary of Treasury, he could put people in positions that has to deal with the IRS to personally investigate her. So again, she's creating problems that's not even there because she's running her mouth too much. And one more thing.
Go ahead.
Is it about the one man Trump and, and the 40 other people, or is it about justice? And that's also a problem. She's very biased, and that's what his lawyers is trying to prove. She's out. It's like a vendetta against Trump instead of justice, and her job is to seek justice.
Okay. I appreciate you, Dana, and thank you for tapping in.
Thank you. All right, have a good night.
Okay. Dana with the data. Guys, on the screen, MikaraBeauty.com. It's one of my sponsors. I've been trying to get her back on the line. I know she's been busy, and I've been away with the flu. Mikara is a gender-neutral beauty and lifestyle brand created for the girls and for the boys. Please go there, MikaraBeauty.com. Tell them I sent you, okay? They've got lipstick and some other affordable items. MikaraBeauty.com. Baha, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. For the machine, Fonnie is a boss mammy out here in the A. That's the way a good amount of people are seeing her. I mean, I want her and Nathan taken off the case, but I mean, I have to be objective. A lot of people look at her like, yeah, go ahead, Fonnie. Anybody want to talk about her lace front? I mean, I saw some of the new growth sticking up. Anybody want to comment on her her nails? Did she have a French wrap? I'm not, pardon me, a silk wrap? What type of nail job was that she had, huh? I was reckless eyeballing everything about her on the stand. Sean, I got your donation. Do you want to call in, sir? I did not watch the entire Benzino Drink Champs interview. I just, and I'm not going to. But Eminem is out here catching bodies. He got Melly Mel out of here. In case you don't know, Melly Mel, an architect, a legend from the Furious Five, had that nigga waving a white flag, copping please. Put out a diss track and then, pardon me, put out a snippet of the diss track and then never put out the goddamn full diss track. 209, is that who I think it is on a Sunday evening? 20.
¿Qué lo que?
Randy, good to hear from you, man.
¿Qué lo que? I don't hate white people. I don't hate white people. What's wrong with that nigga, bro?
He's old and what? He's
like 30,
old and beaten. He's beaten.
30 minutes before that nigga starts breaking down crying, he talking all spicy. Yo, I don't care about him. Why y'all like him? Because he's white? Because he's white? And then the Henny kicks in and he noticed, like, damn, I lost a career to this white boy. My daughter pretends like she likes this white boy but hates me. This white boy has taken everything I built. That's when it kicked in. Now he has no career without the white boy bashing him.
So now, for those who don't know, Randy, how old are you again? 27 or 28? I forget.
I'm 28.
28. Okay.
The white boy dissed him and nailed in the coffin, and that's the highlight.
So you don't know the Benzino that I know and that most of hip hop knows from the Source magazine era, the almighty RSO. You don't know that guy. So the guy that you see
I know
now,
the shell of a man.
You know the guy now on Loving Hip Hop and all this other stuff, doing too much.
Got shot by his brother.
Yeah, beefing with Whack 100, and you know that guy. Now he put out 2 diss tracks. I didn't hear either one. I wasn't interested. Did you hear either one of his diss tracks in response to Eminem, who came out and took a shot at him last month?
I heard it was good, but not good enough to heal, you know? Not good enough that he won't break down as a grown man crying in an interview that's going to be repeated, and they're going to now ask him, are you okay? Is it okay to talk about M like he's a scorned woman? They're going to ask him now in interviews. Is it okay if we talk about a traumatic topic? Eminem.
Do you think, I would imagine you are a Drink Champs watcher. Do you think that this interview helps him in any way, shape, or form? Does it get new opportunity for him? Or is it just something to keep his name alive? What do you think, Randy?
Yes, what we call that in therapy was a breakthrough. We finally saw a nigga have a breakthrough after all these years. He said, why do we do this to our people? What are we doing to our people? You feel me? That's a breakthrough. Whenever you let tears out like that, that's from trauma. I guess Eminem has haunted him in his past.
Maybe another reality show. I don't know. I don't even know if people really watch reality shows like that anymore.
I hope not.
Yeah. He's done a couple of reality shows, and truthfully, I'm sick of seeing him cry. I'm not going to go back and watch the whole thing. But anyway, hey, man, are you up to speed on Fonnie Willis, her testimony this past Thursday? Do you care, Randy?
No, but I wanted to bring to your attention that Monique, at her latest show.
Slow it down. Slow it down.
I was quoting.
I don't care. Don't quote Monique. It's Sunday. Bring it down a few notches.
She said F her son. And I think that is, that right there is a lot to unpack, you know. I feel like a lot of mothers bring trauma to their children and then don't even acknowledge the hurt that they've caused.
Yeah. Hey, man, I appreciate you calling in, Randy. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Oh, stay up.
Okay, let's get him out of here. Guys, I'm so past the topic of Monique. I just don't care. Something I did want to mention here. Salute to Eddie Griffin. Anybody see Eddie Griffin go in on Shannon Sharp? Damn. I just saw a little clip. I said, oh, okay, wow. Guys, also on the screen, JenniferJonesCollection.com. Jennifer, where are you? Are you calling in? It's been a while. JenniferJonesCollection.com. That's another one of my sponsors. And again, guys, all sponsors will get an extra 3 weeks promotion because I've been down with the flu, okay? But I am slowly getting back. Dope Man, are you tapping in? Dope Man, we got your new banner coming up. Hold on a second, guys. I see you on the phones. I do want to make sure that I acknowledge Hudson Tubbs. www.hudsontubbs.com. Bathtub restoration, reglazing, any type of unique tubs, chairs, anything with regards to, upgrading bathrooms in your home. Please go to that website. Tell them I sent you. www.hudsontubbs.com, okay? Gemstar, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in on a Sunday night. Hold on a second. Star, does Elvis the Chef Rosenberg also put the wig on when he calls in as Miss Ruth? Thank you for your donation. Let's go to area code 475. Sunday evening, late night. You up to speed on the topics. 47.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Who this? This Star?
No, sir. He's doing a show. Can we take a message and have him call you back?
Yo, you.
Let's get him out of here, goofy. I'm in a great space, a great place. Even though I'm bouncing back from the flu. Hold on a second. I want to make sure I'm promoting BLK. Hold on. Where is BLK? The dating app for black singles. Okay. BLK.com. Please go there. Houston, are you tapping in? Let me see if I can get Houston on the line tonight. Take it slow. Okay, Houston says, I ain't even seen the ish, but he keep poking at M. His sex tape with niggas gonna pop out. That's why he crying, nigga. He went too far. Okay, Houston, if you tap in, just watch the language, please. It's my first night back. I just sent you the link. Houston, check your email, okay? And guys, Florida Boy Jay will not be tapping in tonight. He's actually busy. Let's go to area code 973. Good evening. Sunday night, late night. Are you there? 973.
What's up, Star? Good night.
How are you, sir? What's cracking?
Can't complain. You know, sitting back, just watching the show, entertained.
Okay.
But the Fannie Willis discussion.
Yeah.
It's a certain game they're playing, so it's just gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. What do you think?
Did you see her testimony?
I watched a little bit of it. You know, it's typical lawyer jargon, but you know, she has to play a certain role because she has to be come off powerful. So, you know, it's entertaining, but you know, the game that's being played.
Can I ask where you're calling from? Because you said it's typical lawyer jargon, if that's the word you use. I disagree. It's not typical. She was very turned up and very aggressive. Where are you calling from? What state?
Jersey and New York, you could say, but
Okay.
I wouldn't say I would say more banter. But I mean, in her position as a lawyer herself, she can't come off as weak or as defeated because it's just gonna look a little awful because the affair is real. So, well, the entanglement, if you would call it.
Were you turned on by Fonnie, sir? Keep it Real. A lot of niggas are turned on by her behavior, her sassy, neck jerking, cutting eyes. They were turned on, sir.
I mean, as a black man, you're supposed to be, because the black woman is, is beautiful to us. I mean, but that has nothing to do with, her demeanor. But I'm just a spectator, because I mean, on the other side, she has another side. But yeah, I mean, a black woman is beautiful, but that has nothing to do with this.
Okay. Benzino, sir, on Drink Champs. Did you see him? Your thoughts, Benzino?
My thoughts on that is just some of our black leaders, kings, the dudes that have made it in your era. I just hate seeing him like that. But he's
sir. I said Benzino. He's never been a black leader, sir. Did you see Benzino on Drink Champs?
Well, I mean,
if not, sir, just say no, sir. I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
No, I seen him crying, and he was just turned up. I mean, I got homies that get turned up off Henny, bro. Right. So like, if they get turned up, they'll start crying.
But you said a black leader. Where you? Hang on. I'm gonna take it slow. Mm-hmm. You said black leaders. Benzino's not a black leader. If memory serves me correctly, he's an old friend of mine, man. He's Puerto Rican, German, Cape Verdean. He just got a little bit of black in him. He ain't black.
Yeah, I mean he.
I mean, technically, Cape Verdean is black, but that's,
You gotta just appreciate what we got at this point. You feel me? Like as ethnic people, like we don't get to do that much. So even him getting the Sauce magazine and having a couple songs, you gotta appreciate that. You feel me? So and his daughter is successful, so you gotta appreciate that as well. So he just probably turned up off Danny, like many niggas do. And you got a little emotional.
Okay. I thank you for the call, sir. Thank you.
It'll start.
Thank you. That nigga said black leaders. I caught that. Sheesh. Hang on a second, guys. BLK dating for black singles. Okay, it's the #1 dating app. Okay, and lifestyle platform for the black community. Founded in August 2017 by Match Group. Black love and relationships, connecting individuals for meaningful connections and authentic expression. Over 10.5 million downloads and counting. BLK is the go-to app where black love is celebrated in all forms. Check them out. Tell them I sent you. Oh, did I mention it's a free download as well? Hey, Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. You see, Sherry sent in a donation that said, I was hoping that you died. Thank you. I've often called myself the hip-hop Highlander. I've been through hell and high water, but for the most part, I'm healthy. I don't take meds. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have gout. I don't have none of that stuff. I don't have high cholesterol. I don't have sugar diabetes. I do get the flu for some reason. I have been I don't want to say every year, but every other year since 2018. I had that liver transplant in 2008. So I mean, I'm working on borrowed time, but for the most part, I'm healthy as hell. Guys, there's my email information on the screen. I do want to make sure that some of you know this. Please do not email me. Pardon me. Please do not DM me through Instagram about advertising. Send an email. I don't do DMs on Instagram. Okay, I just don't. So area code 843. Good evening, Benzino on Drink Champs. You up to speed? Broken down in tears. Area code 843. Yes, no, maybe. Okay,
I'm here.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
here.
Yes, sir. Please come closer to the phone or mic, whatever you're doing.
Can you hear me better now?
It sounds a little distant, sir. Are you in some type of bathhouse? Can you make the adjustments?
Can you hear me better now?
There you go. Where do you want to start, sir? Sir, please don't kill the vibe. Are you talking? What are you doing?
No, I'm not trying to kill. I ain't trying. I'm
Okay.
not trying to kill
Well,
the
come
vibe.
on, pick up the pace.
Trying to get you back.
Good evening. Come on, let's go.
Good
Let's go.
evening, stars, sir. Good that you're feeling better, and I'm not going to be one of the callers that wish that you was dead, even though you hang up on me all the time.
Okay.
Fanny, whatever. I think that she actually did a good job, because what people I didn't hear is, I don't even think that she was subpoenaed. She showed up. She didn't have to go there. She did that for a purpose, which I think makes her like kind of genius, because they all kind of work together. If you know, in Georgia down there, they all know each other. So even with the judge, I love this judge. This judge should have been over the YSL case, but I think she did a very good job of actually kind of discrediting how this case was even, because they didn't have so many. They didn't even do the, what do they call it when you do the wiring? They got a specialist that will have to go into the bank accounts and the wires, money and everything. They didn't even, for this big of a case, they didn't even for the state to have a specialist that goes into the records and stuff like that. So they're playing it. I just thought it was just, and when she picked up those papers, Star, and she was like, these are all lies. These are all lies. What's this? What's that? Hey, that was genius. That was genius. And if they think that they gave her more props, then she's going to be reelected. I think this is election year for her this year. They just gave her the free publicity, free. I was like, what are they doing? And then this judge,
Were you turned on by Fanny, sir? Keep it real. You sound like a black man. Were you turned on?
Say it again.
Were you turned on by her sassy demeanor?
Yes. Yes, and the only reason why I say,
do you claim to be an alpha male or red pill? Because a lot of black guys claim that alpha male red pill talk, but you fall fast for a sassy black girl. You know, you like to be spoken down to. You let her poke you in the head. You know, scratch up your car and all sorts of crazy shit. She looked like that type, right?
I've been there, done that. But I mean, if on her status of if I had and we got together later in life and she's in the position, hey, we live and learn.
Okay.
But she's just I feel that she is a little arrogant, of course. Remember when she said that Mr. Wade is a Southern gentleman? I'm not.
Yeah. She said me, not so much. She was talking to Karen.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And as far as her dad, I believe that he was very credible as far as the money, because everybody knows how many people didn't. I wouldn't say black or white. I don't think that's a black thing. That's the only thing I disagree with, saying that only black people, we didn't trust banks, this, that, the other, blah, 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 blah. But, and another thing, Star, because I know.
Hang on a second. Defense attorney merchant. Thank you, Deeds. That's her name. Defense attorney merchant. Guys, so you were saying?
Yes. Yeah, the thing that I say, Star, before we go on, is that she said, I'm not the one on trial.
Yeah.
She did not have to come there. She could have pled the fifth or whatever. But for her to say, I am not the one on trial.
She actually said to defense attorney merchant, she said, you're confused. She said, you're confused. I'm not the one on trial. Yeah.
She says, you're confused.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, right. But that's still powerful, Star. Come on, that's powerful. Who are we talking about who's on trial? Trump, right?
Well, I want to see her removed, me personally, but I'm trying to be objective here. And in the
Yeah, I'm a Trump fan. I'm a Trump fan too,
okay,
but fair is fair. And I just didn't like how they always use black people to go against each other, and with the fog and all of that. I agree with you. I'm a Trump fan too. I will be voting for Trump.
I'm nobody's fan, sir, but
At the same time,
nobody's fan, but I thank you. Thank you for the call.
hey, you ain't even.
Let's get him out of here. It was tough to get him going. Jesus, he says I hang up on him from time to time. Listen, when I bring you in, just let's get right to it. Yeah, that's her name, defense attorney Merchant. And what did did anybody catch this? Fonnie Willis said that Nathan Wade said the only thing a woman can do for him is make him a sandwich. My nigga. Guys, once again, HudsonTubs.com. Please go there. Tell them I sent you. I say again, www.HudsonTubs.com. Maurice, are you out there, man? Do you want to tap in? Call in? Hang on, folks. There's another sponsor I need to get back into the loop. Houston, check your email. I did send you the link. You can tap in if you like, but guys, just somewhat sort of be on topic, please. I don't want to just be all over the place. It's my first night back. Trying to stay awake here. Let's go to area code 726. Good evening. Benzino crying on Drink Champs. I did not see the entire interview. Are you up to speed? 726.
Nah, Star. I ain't up to speed on that, but I'm up to speed on this Fannie Williams, man. I'm up to speed on this, man.
Willis.
I want Fannie gone. I want her out of here, man. She's out of here. She's lying. She be lying, man. She's on the stand lying. I didn't caught her in a few lies, bro.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She knows she was dealing with dude, and she's hiding it. They've been dealing with each other before the case. They just trying to clean it up. I think at the end of this, they both gonna be indicted, and they both gonna go for perjury.
That would be a great thing.
Man, what? So this is my question, though. This is my question. So if she get indicted and she get kicked off the case, what happens with the YSL case?
That I don't know. I haven't been following the YSL case. I do know that some white female lawyer who's been doing too much on social media, supposedly she told one of the gang members to get rid of a gun, and that's why she was arrested. I'm kind of just over the whole YSL Young Thug case, but she's behind that as well. Funny, yes.
Hey, but as far as Freddie goes, hey, her father got game, Star. You got you got to give it to him. He got game, yeah. Boy. Yeah. He got game. He got game.
He said he was living in South Africa. What the hell's what's in? Does he have a stash out there? What? Did you catch that?
Seems like he got a whole lot of stuff going on out there, huh? But
he must have caught some licks. He must have caught.
Yeah,
some
he
licks.
needs to teach his daughter how to conduct herself on the stand, though, man. I know she's feeling entitled. She knows she's in a big position, and it seems like she got the whole court in check, and don't nobody really. To me, it just seemed like the judge is either he done worked with her before, he know her, or it's something.
He knows her.
I don't know. It's something about that, man, because I can't see her going to no other court doing what she did.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah.
She went in there and act like she owned the court, like, So I didn't get that. I didn't get that at all. I was like, wait a minute, man. Why the judge ain't checking her? You know what I mean? And she kept doing it like she knows this judge and the judge knows her.
Yeah. Hey, man, I appreciate the call. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good looking, Star.
Okay. Hang on a second. Someone sent me a donation with regards to a story that I'm not up to speed on. Yes, something with Chris Brown. Something with the All-Star game. I don't know anything about that. Supposedly he's a pretty good basketball player. Yes, Chris Brown, but they invited him and then uninvited him. I did not hear the audio, but Suge Knight was speaking about the double standard, I guess, on his podcast, whatever that thing is called. I have no interest in listening to a Suge Knight podcast. He's talking about the double standard of Dr. Dre being forgiven for his past aggressions, but not Chris Brown. Yeah, but there's no pictures of what Suge did to Dee Barnes, and I say her name respectfully. She was a pioneer, with regards to not just West Coast journalism, but hip hop journalism. And Dr. Dre, he beat her very, very badly. I'm not going to go into the details right now, but I've never seen any pictures. The pictures with regards to your donation of Rihanna can always be pulled up with regards to what Chris Brown did. If that helps with regards to your question, I don't know the rest of the details. I think I spoke to this person already. 815. Did we speak earlier? 815.
Yeah, what's going on, Star?
How are you, sir? What's cracking? We're talking about Benzino.
All right.
Benzino.
Yeah, Benzino, man. I don't know, man. It seems like at this point, man, the way he behaves is like he's crying out for help.
I would agree.
Like, damn, like I mean, him and Eminem, they've had their issues over the year, but over the years, over the couple of decades. But it's like, all right, so his daughter now, she's a star. She has her audience. And when she said that, she's having issues with Eminem, Eminem has fans that still exist to this day. So I believe that she is going through a little trauma with Eminem fans. And Eminem's a star. No matter what type of recognition or props that Benzino is giving this dude, Eminem's a star. He don't need Benzino for that. You know what I mean? I'm an Eminem fan. No matter what color he is. See, people take this whole, it's not just white. This dude came in the game and just murdered a lot of things. Like I'm a big fan of hip hop. Period.
Okay.
No matter what color you are, and then Benzino, he's not fully black anyway.
Yeah.
And it seems like, people only want wherever it fits for them. This fits for me, so I'm gonna use this for me. He's selfish, but now he's in a state to where his daughter is being harmed as far as her career because of the way that because of Benzino's and Eminem's relationship.
If I can jump in for a second, sir, but now to be fair, Eminem just came out with this diss track a couple of weeks ago or whatever that was, and out of nowhere, had Benzino's name all in his mouth and Coi Leray. So Eminem came out with the diss track, if I said that right, with Benzino's name in his mouth and just reignited everything. Do you think that he pushed this man over the edge? Is this man now suicidal?
All right, so I mean, like, if anybody really been paying attention, Benzino said himself, my daughter, she's going through some things because of the relationship that I have with Eminem. She's being attacked by Eminem, not being attacked by Eminem fans, but her being her age and her trying to excel in her career, she's having issues in certain areas because of the fan base that Eminem has. And that's what's bothering Benzino right now, because he really loves his daughter and he wants her to succeed. I mean, Benzino, he's a little goofy to me. I'm not saying he's goofy, but he's a little goofy to me because of the way he carries himself because of his age. But his daughter is being affected by the relationship.
I'm going to put something on the table here. I have no proof. But I was told maybe three or 4 years ago that Benzino tried to have a sit down and Eminem wasn't interested.
He's still trying to have a sit down.
And he's still trying to have a sit down because in that little clip that I saw, again, I did not see the entire interview. I have no interest, and that's no disrespect to Noria DJ EFM. He says something about wanting to sit down. Did he say a hug? Did he say a hug or?
Yeah, he said, man, look, this when he broke down and towards the end, Nori say, hey, well, look, well, he said he want to have a face to face. We never met face to face. If I ever seen him, I'd rather talk to him face to face. And Nori say, hey, well, what would you do if you seen him face to face? He said, I would hug this man.
Oh my God.
He said, I will hug this man. Now, my thing is, I think it's more geared towards his
a Beantown nigga trying to hug the grafted man to save faces. Sir, I've heard enough. I've heard enough.
He was bouncing all over the place though, because he come from.
Please.
Got you. My bad.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but he come from you know, I want nothing to do with you to I'll hug you when I see you. Now that's now if you want to invite a man to meet up and you want to patch up your relationship with him, you know, you gotta be more balanced. But I don't think Benzino has a balance right now, man. He's all over the place last night. I saw that interview.
Are you a father, sir? Are you a father?
Yes, sir. I'm a father. Yes.
I hear that when you have kids, you think different, you move different, and for the most part, that's a good thing. But once you start doing stuff like this, man, it just you lose your backbone and everything else, man. But I'll let you finish up. Go ahead.
Everything. Yeah, I mean, like I know he loves his daughter, but from the interview last night, that's not going to help her one bit, and it's bringing a lot of shame, man. And you're giving a lot of ammunition for people to use against you. People already kind of thought you were a little off, but now even after the interview last night, I don't know if he wanted to get what he wanted to get out of that interview, but it didn't look good.
I thank you for the call, sir.
All right,
sir. Thank you, sir. Them damn kids. Them damn kids. Guys on the screen, youtube.com/@Kai NY007. Kai, where are you? I've been trying to get you to call in. Are you busy? Are you on vacation? Where is Kai? youtube.com/@KIYNY007. Great content she has. Oh, here is my main nigga on the trigger. Houston, what's cracking, homie?
Man, what's popping, dog? I think it's a sex tape somewhere, and the white boy got it, dog. I'm telling you.
Say that again.
I think it's a sex tape that Eminem got, because he kept poking at him. Kept poking at the white boy. You remember Benzino being caught out here with a dude?
Yeah.
At the Red Roof Inn or wherever they was, my nigga. That boy breaking down crying because he knows that's what Eminem been had on him. I'm telling you, this interview, I didn't even look at it, but I can tell just by listening to it, it's already there. He knows what he has, so he's crying, he's breaking down, he's buck broken right now because he knows that he has something. You get me?
Houston, stay with me. I'm gonna feed into what you're saying right now because you may have just dropped a bomb on us tonight. Now that I think about it, Clayface more than likely reached out to Eminem. Troll babies, can somebody give me the name of Clayface's Clubhouse team? Oh, them niggas is ruthless on Clubhouse. All they talk about is content. Now I don't have Clubhouse, but I've seen some YouTube clips. A year ago, Clayface, aka Whack 100, he put up a little picture of a dildo, and it looked like it was inserted in, just I'll say a buttocks area. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think? Do you think Houston Troll Babies did Clayface get a bag from Eminem for the video? And like you said, Houston, like you said, this is why the niggas now crying on Drink Champs for sympathy. Never mind old niggas like Star. Never mind them old niggas. He's trying to appeal to the younger generation who will feel sorry for him. That makes a lot of sense. Go ahead.
It's no reason to feel sorry for this dude because he's been poking at the white boy for so long. The white boy just sat back because he's been had some of them. So that's why he just letting him spill his load. Now he done broke him because he know he has the tape. And you remember that Red Roof Inn thing, nobody's forgot about that. Nobody forgets about things like that. So he's gonna light him up with that. And now
I'm looking in the live chat to see what my kids are saying.
I'm telling you, it's a sex tape on this boy, man. That's why he's buck broken right now. When he's buck broken, that's when a black man starts breaking down. When they know they got something on you, he ain't talking that rah. He ain't come back with no diss track or nothing.
Them niggas in the live chat talking about pegging and all sorts of craziness.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, only thing break down a black man if they know they done caught them getting buck broken for real.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to scroll back. Y'all have to see something.
I'm waiting on Fannie Willis sex tape. I know she got one out.
What you say? Say Houston. Say again.
I'm waiting on Fannie Willis sex tape. I know she got one. I'm waiting on that, dog. I'm gonna sit back and watch that.
Crazy. You're talking crazy.
I'm telling you, she got one, dog. The way she act, dog, you know a nigga was behind her taping that. Come on, dog. How much money he was getting paid? Come on, now. That's what she's really mad about in court. I don't care what her daddy say. He can't get out of this one.
Houston calling up in here with the knowledge tonight. So Houston, before you go, how often do you go live? Because you were supposed to get me a revised banner. I know you're busy, but how often do you go live?
Man, I just had to get the new channel set up, and then I had to have it set up where it has adult content on it because they be trying to flag me on the other channels with things. So I had to get the channel set up so where when I'm typing in,
doing too much, doing too much. Keep it real.
Yeah, I was doing too much now. I don't have no filter. And then, dog, and my emails look like they tried to make it seem like I was spitting hate speech, but I'm like, I'm looking at the news talking about this, giving my opinion. But you know, I was doing. You already know, but I think Fannie Wells coming out. I think she's more mad about the sex tape. They got her on the money.
The Fannie Willis alleged sex tape. I have no knowledge of that.
Yeah, alleged, but way as ratchet as she is, she got one.
Yeah,
and the wife probably got it. They ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till the wife come out. Wait till the wife come out. Then y'all gonna see it go down. And then as far as like Benzino, I think he got a sex tape somewhere that Eminem got a hold to. And like you said, Whack 100 probably got it. He broke down.
Yeah,
So
is there anybody, hold on a second, Houston, anybody in that live chat that can email me the link to Whack 100's Clubhouse? Do they have a YouTube channel? Troll Baby says Whack 100 have a YouTube channel. I mean, I've seen the clips, audio clips on various channels.
I thought Clubhouse was on YouTube because I've been able to see it through YouTube. So,
but that wouldn't necessarily
already
be
got
his
one.
content.
You know what I'm talking about?
I have a feeling that he may have sold something or gotten a hold of Eminem and gotten a bag. That's how he moves. They're saying Whack.
Hey, I know it. And Whack for a person that is not. Hey, for a person that say they ain't gay, he sure do a lot of gay things. But
Who's that?
he's always got somebody's sex tape. Whack 100.
Well, let's not call him gay. I'm not trying to
I'm
catch a
just
lawsuit.
saying, how
I
you
have
got
no
this many
knowledge
sex
of
tapes
that
on
man's
everybody?
sexual. Hang on, Houston. I have no knowledge, nor do you, nor do you. Slow it down, of that man's sexual activity. But hey, man,
No, I
great to
said
talk to you.
alleged.
Well, it's not even alleged. If you have no knowledge, you got to be
Okay,
careful
bet.
because that could be reckless disregard of the truth. Good to talk to you, Houston. Thank you, man.
Oh yeah, reckless. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Get him out of here. Salute to Dana. Dana keeps me up to speed on a lot of things throughout the daytime. I started getting the flu. Wow, now that I think about it, maybe late Wednesday evening and Thursday, I was in bed and I was falling asleep, and then Dana was texting me, and we were talking, and she was telling me about the testimony of Fonnie Willis, some things that I missed, and then I went back and then I watched it, and I just found it to be very, very entertaining. Okay. Sharif, again, thank you for your donation. Phone lines are open. Thank you, Houston, for tapping in. Hold on a second. But guys, I am also curious with regards to Benzino. Is he okay? Let me pull back on, the guy that I knew. This is a different man now. He's got an older daughter. He's got a couple of kids. He's even been shot by one of his nephews, right? Troll babies. He was at a funeral years ago, his mother's funeral, and one of his nephews pulled up on the side of the vehicle he was driving and pow, 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 shot into the vehicle. So he's been going through a lot with, kids and the family. Maybe he does need some help. I don't know. He and I never spoke about that. But Maurice, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Is this Maurice from Hudson Tubbs? Oh, is it Marquise? Pardon me, Marquise. Okay, so hang on a second. Here's the link. Okay, so you sent me, what is this here? WAC 100's house. Damn, 142,000 members. I don't have Clubhouse, and nor am I going to download that app on my phone. But does anybody know, or can anybody guess? Is he working with Eminem? Listen, Benzino's my guy, but there was some picture. Let me go back into the comments here for a second. Guys, wasn't there a Osiris XTV? I see you. Osiris XTV, wasn't there a picture a year or so ago that WAC 100 had, and you had it was like, was it a purple vibrator? And it was going into somebody's rectum. Does Eminem have that? Mia, hey Mia, I got your donation. Okay, Mia says, am I cheating on you? I don't know you, Mia. What are you talking about? No, I'm somewhat sort of talking. Well, I don't want to say dating just yet, but I'm talking to an Italian girl from Philadelphia. Her name is Luna. Yeah. She sent me a donation, for those who don't know, $100, and told me to get on the mic tonight because she's highly upset about Fonnie, and she told me, if you're gonna die, go die on the microphone. Hold on a second. You're back now. Are you gonna talk, or what's going on? I hung up on you earlier. Come on, what are we doing?
Yeah, you hung up. You hung up on me earlier. I thought we was gonna talk about Fannie Willis or some shit.
Okay, can I ask you to watch the language, please? Come on, it's late
Why?
night.
It's a Sunday. It's a Sunday.
Well, no, sir. Because of the algorithms. This is a business. You were going someplace else earlier.
Algorithms.
Okay, come on. What do you want to know?
Algorithms.
Come on.
I don't know. What you want to talk about? You talk 15 minutes. You want to talk about Benzino.
Are you okay, sir? Are you okay?
I'm faded.
Say again.
I'm faded.
I can tell. I can tell. Are you? Do you have some water next to you, or do you have a light beer? What is,
I need water. I'm trying to hydrate. You a funny nigga.
go get a little water. I'll wait for you. Go get a cup of water or something, man, because you sound crazy.
Nah, I don't want to waste your time, man. I respect you.
No, stay with us. Stay with us. You're faded. How long have you been, indulging? It's Sunday. Did you? Or are you still up from Friday and Saturday? Keep it real.
Nah, I slept yesterday.
You slept yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. An hour or two, or 20
Nah, so multiple
20 minutes?
multiple hours, man.
Okay. Where do you want to start tonight? Benzino?
Yo.
Did you see him?
I called you before. I called you like a couple weeks ago.
Nobody cares, sir. Let's stay on topic. Did you see Benzino on Drink Champs? Did you see him?
No, I didn't, but I do know about I know about Benzino's history and stuff, and him and his daughter and all that.
Okay. It's a little important that you at least know one of the topics that we're talking about firsthand.
Can you shed some light as to what went on during the interview? Maybe I can get my input.
I'm gonna assist you tonight. I don't usually do this, but Benzino went on Drink Champs recently, and he was sipping. He was off the Henny. I don't know.
He started crying.
He started crying. Started crying. Yeah.
Yo, the nigga started crying.
Started crying. Yeah. Now I don't know if he was doing anything else. I don't know. I've never seen him. I've never seen him on the powder. That I don't know.
Was he performing, or was they real tears?
I didn't watch the whole thing. From what I'm hearing, he was crying for like 20 minutes, man. Just snot and saliva.
20 minutes flat.
This is what they're saying. I don't know, sir. I don't know.
Was he bawling, or was they was streams?
He wants to hug Eminem. He wants to hug Marshall Mathers to make this all right.
Oh, no, he was a bag.
Now
he was a bag.
Yeah,
he was a bag.
No,
he's like, fuck it, man.
We watch the language. Watch the language, sir. Watch the language.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I think he wants the pain to stop. Now, hang on a second, because you do have to address one of these other topics. Are you up to speed on Fonnie Willis down there in?
I'm up to speed on all that shit, yo. The chick. I don't listen.
Sir, you've got to watch the profanity, please, or I got to get you out of here. Come on.
Can I say something? Me personally, I don't even say the B word. Like, you know what I mean? But she one of those. But Fanny, yo, she going after Trump. She going after Young Thug. Like, what is she doing? She's doing the most, and then like she's taking flights with the prosecutor dude.
All right, sir. I want you to listen to me. Go get a glass of milk, whole milk.
Oh, you was sick.
And call it a night.
You a fool. Yo, you a fool.
Call it a night, sir.
Yo, you a fool. You a fool.
Call it a night.
Don't talk.
Call it a night.
Don't talk too loud. Don't talk too loud.
Okay. Is somebody in the background? Who's in the background?
Nah, my shorty in the background.
Does she need to go to sleep too? Does she need a glass of milk? Get some milk.
I don't know. You want to ask her?
Let me ask her.
You want to ask her?
Let me ask her.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, shorty, you guys okay? Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Listen, it's late. It's Sunday. He needs some sleep. Does he have to work tomorrow?
No, he don't have work tomorrow. He's good. He's just a little wild up.
And you know what? I appreciate him calling me being wound up, but can you get him some milk? He needs some milk right now, all right?
He already had that.
Get him some
Yo,
more
Star,
milk.
yo.
A friend in need is a friend indeed.
Nigga said milk, man. You a funny dude, man.
I gotta go,
you crazy,
man. All right, salute.
Salute.
Okay. Sheesh. The devil knows its own. Well, I've been there. Area code 646. Sit tight. You're up next. Sit tight. I am determined to be 90% better by tomorrow. Guys, give me a second. I want to look at this WAC 100 Clubhouse link here. He's got to be getting a bag off of this. Well, why else would he be doing all this extra stuff? I don't even hear anything about Clubhouse other than this guy, right? Troll babies. Does he have equity? Do people even still use Clubhouse? 646. Good evening. Are you there? 6 4.
Yo, what's good? What's good, Star?
Yes, sir. How are you? It's cracking.
Shit, I'm macking, working late.
Okay. Where do you want to start?
Man, Benzino look bad, bro. Like, I mean, I get the whole how it's affecting your relationship with your daughter and all that, but you can't be going out like that, man. Not in the public, bro. Not like that, bro. Like, if you was gonna cry over your daughter, you should have been did that. Like, it's like this nigga was. I don't know, man. Maybe I know people that used to be gangsters that grew into an emotional state, man. And then sometimes it's sad to see niggas go out the way they go out, man.
Yeah. Some of these niggas get old and soft. Everybody can't be like Star. Some of these niggas get old and soft.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck about shit, bro.
I don't give a fuck about a bitch. I don't give a fuck about no kids. Bitch, fuck the dog. Bitch, fuck your mother. Fuck your whole family, bitch.
Yeah.
Now, hang on a second. How much of the interview did you see? Can you walk us through this? What was the beginning of the interview about? Did he come in all, all rah-rah at first, and then he got broken? What happened?
Nah. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't see the whole interview, but I did see the whole part of like that little segment when how he started. Like at first, I was feeling him when he was talking about like how how it's affecting his relationship with his daughter. Like he like, yo, my daughter came in feeling like she gotta be friends with Eminem. Like I could see that part of him. But then when he started talking about, yo, I just want to sit down and have a meeting and I'll give him a hug. It's like, nah, bro. So what are you really crying for? You crying for how it's affecting your relationship with your daughter, or you crying because you really want a hug from this nigga? Like, which one you want?
Are you a father, sir?
Like, come on, bro.
Are you a father?
Huh?
Are you a father?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At first, I was kind of feeling his pain, like, he crying for his daughter, but then it's like, nah, my G, like, what are you really crying for? And then you're like, yo, I just dropped my son off on the way before coming here, so once that shit is on social media, it don't go away, man. Your son gonna have to grow up and see that.
Do you have a daughter?
You know what I'm saying?
You have a daughter or a son?
Yeah, I got a daughter.
Respectfully, how old is your daughter?
3 years old.
10. Okay.
No, she's 3. She's 3.
Oh, 3. Okay. Well, then you've got about at least maybe another 7 years to really enjoy her, and having fun, all that sort of jazz. Have you ever seen a man that used to be a gangster nigga who finds out his daughter is selling pussy, and it just breaks the nigga?
Nah.
Just breaks the nigga. The nigga's crying.
Yeah.
I had an associate. The nigga. Oh my God, he did all the right things. Took her mother, pardon me, out to the suburbs of Long Island, put him in a nice house way out in damn almost in Amityville, if you know Long Island. And not quite Amityville, but just way out there. I don't want to say what school she starts going to, but she then let me say allegedly, because I'm not going to say names. I don't want to catch a lawsuit, but she then becomes an escort. Now he's paying for college and everything. She becomes an escort. Breaks his heart. Breaks his heart.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like in the beginning, I'm like, all right, I see why he crying. Cause I'm like, what's this Benzino crying? What the fuck he crying about? My bad, pardon the language. I already know. So I'm like, yo, what's up? What are you crying about? And then when I click on it, I'm like, all right, I feel it. But then towards the end, it's like, nah, you losing me now, bro. Like what we really here for? You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt about that. But as far as the that judge on the stand that's getting prosecuted right now, I ain't going I ain't see the part with her father. I see when they had her on the stands.
Fonnie Willis, she's a district attorney. District attorney.
Oh, she's an attorney. Oh, all right, yeah. But I like how she I like how firm she is. I like how she knows she lying, but she like yeah, I'm lying.
You're feeling
you gotta prove it.
You're feeling her.
You know what I'm saying?
You're feeling her. Just say
you can't prove that. Like she's sitting firm.
You see? A lot of black people are feeling her, even though she's appears to be, defiant, contentious. A lot of black people are feeling her. I would be surprised if she and Nathan Wade are taken off that case. I mean, I want them taken off, but I would be surprised. Go ahead, finish up. You had the last word. Go ahead.
I mean, man, that's it, man. I enjoy your show, man. Salute, keep doing your thing, man, and thanks for keeping me entertained in these late hours, man. I'm always working. I'm always busy.
I appreciate you. Salute.
I won.
Yes, sir. One. Guys on the screen, trackmastersdj.com. That's the homie DJ Prophecy. Please go support him and Trackmasters. Mixcloud.com/Trackmasters DJ. That's where you can go. He's got 10 fire mixes. Hardcore hip-hop mixtapes that you can chill and smoke weed to. He's got some nice hot party mixes. Okay. Mixcloud.com/Trackmasters DJ. He specializes in not just hip-hop, but freestyle, Miami bass, dancehall, and EDM, repping the 305. Okay, that's DJ Prophecy. Make sure you tell him I sent you. Okay. Two-Tone, I got your donation. First Melly Mel, now Benzino, M breaking niggas. Yes, sir. I said that early in the broadcast. Eminem taking heads off. I mean, listen, I'm just speculating. I have no proof, but I really think that there's something. What would be the reason for Eminem just out of nowhere to drop a diss track weeks ago with Benzino's name in it? It only makes sense if Whack 100 reached out to him and said, hey, I got something for you. It only makes sense. We can both eat. Or I can eat, you can have some fun. 404, you there? Good evening. Late night. 4.
Big nigga.
Yes, sir. Crack it.
What's going on, man? Pooh Nasty. Star Troy Terrain in the building, man.
Who
Big
nasty
nigga.
from way back? Jesus.
DJ, man, I've been locked up, man. I've been trying to get my situation right.
Wow.
I'm back on the up and up and the steady and steady.
Okay.
We back eating high off the hall, big nigga.
Okay.
Come back down south because I'm going up north.
Good to hear from you, man. How long were you away? Jesus.
About a good 8 months.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean?
It feels like longer.
Get bid.
Feels like
Get
longer.
bid, Tony Yayo.
Okay.
Get bid. No, I've been tuning in.
Okay.
You took my $20 one time, so I was a little upset. You know what I mean? So I held a grudge, light skin shit. Where we going? Where we going tonight?
Fonnie Willis.
Man, you seen Benzino crying? You seen Fonnie Willis? You seen Fonnie Willis trying to do the mad black woman just shindig up there trying to get off?
Yeah, talk about it.
What's going on, man?
Talk about it.
All right, what we got on the table? Let's start with Benzino.
Start with
man.
Benzino.
But Benzino just fell all the way out, man. It's over with. It's over with. It's completely over with. And of course, with the Red Roof incident with Cavario, yeah, I've been tuning in.
Yeah.
DJ Pooh Nasty, you didn't touch in on that subject too much. You spared them. You spared them all, but it's all right.
Oh, you mean
because
on the Red Roof Inn? On Red Roof Inn?
Yeah, you didn't. I was waiting on you to go in on his ass about that one.
Cavario is an official guy. I didn't want to just kick dirt in his direction. Cavario is he's one of your architects of urban journalism. I'll even say research, because he has done some phenomenal work. Now, I don't know the intricate details of his relationship with Benzino, but that, hey, they both had a story with regards to why they were there. I had no proof, so I had to just, I had to go easy. You feel me? But go ahead.
Yeah, but do you feel like in the world and culture of hip hop that it discredits him to some degree, and you didn't think that the Real World Police YouTube footage would come out and kind of spill the beans on the whole the whole situation of real life? Like, that just put them out in real life. Like, forget what we always just see on these media platforms and what they pitch, and you know what I mean, and what they portray or the image. Like, that was real life. That was a real life situation. I didn't think that they would expect something like that to actually, oh shit, we're on YouTube, we're at the Red Roof. You know what I mean? So I feel like that just leads up. And I mean, I guess back to Nori's Drink Champs.
Well, hang on a second. What you're talking about, hang on, the Red Roof Inn situation, that was because of something to do with the front desk called the police, right? And then the police, everything got on YouTube and social media because of the body cam footage.
Correct. No, because they, I guess, didn't have the credit card or the money to come up for another night, in which I'm all alleged. This is just going off, you know.
And then Benzino said, if we were a white couple, we wouldn't be
exactly.
We wouldn't be harassed. We wouldn't be harassed like this.
Big. All right. On to what do we got next? Hey, let me ask you something also, and I guess we'll go to the next topic. But
I need you to stay focused. Punasi, stay focused on the topics, because I don't want to jump around too much here. Fani.
All right, my bad.
Willis.
My bad. Look, one last question about that though. Did Nori say that Busta Rhymes like got it in with Coi Leray, or just like took pictures, or like a music video? Like, I don't know if you caught that.
I'm not
the wording
sure
of that
about
just
that.
made it seem like Busta Rhymes just dropped $500,000 on her to just, all right, give it up one night. I don't know though.
That I don't know. I don't want to talk reckless about Benzino's daughter like that. I don't know the full details of that, man. But go ahead and finish up, man. Fani Willis, did you see her testimony last week?
Fani Willis, man, free the thugger, man. Free the Trump, free the Trump, free the thugger. So I feel like, just objective perspective, like, bro, nobody likes Fani Willis, dog. Like, that's against the establishment, right? And I mean, that's for the whole Democratic. I feel like leading up to a bigger picture, right? And it's always about the bigger picture. Fani Willis will be a big reason that the right side doesn't win this election. And I feel like it stands for a lot of the negative things that people don't want to address about that side, right? So if you've seen like her testimony, which probably a lot of us did, right? She just seemed all over the place. She just seemed emotional. She seemed very emotional. She seemed like Nathan Wade seems like he's gonna give up the beans on her. Like, he seems like, look, bitch, you gotta fuck you. Like, I'm trying to have a future in this shit.
Well, he's trying to hold it down because they asked him some question. I forget what it was exactly. It's about something.
Yeah, but her
something. If they had hold on a second. Hold on. It was some question about did they meet at a some type of room or something, and then It took him literally a minute. He's looking up in the sky. It took him a minute to respond. I said, "Damn, this."
Yeah, no,
He's trying to hold it down, but I mean, he's getting squeezed. Go ahead and finish up. Go ahead.
not absolutely, but at the same time, he's giving it up. They have to be honest. They're caught, right? Like they're caught.
Yeah.
It's over with. Give up the bag, right? So to some degree, we got to just go ahead and we got to tell them what it is, but how we tell them might determine our outcome. No, if you're fucked, you're fucked. Pardon my language.
You cannot use that language, man. I keep telling you, you cannot. Thank you. Good night. Jesus. First night back, I don't feel like doing an edit job, you know? I want to go lay down. I'm sure Deeds has gone to sleep, and I can't be bothering Amy about this editing stuff after the show. Folks, please watch the language, or I have to shut this down. Man, that bothers me sometimes. Hold on a second, guys. I was having a good conversation. That just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't hear somebody say, "Oh, pardon me." But no, it's not pardon me. Watch your mouth. Watch your goddamn mouth. Odell got you donation. Thank you for tapping in. Yes. Yes, I am back. Yeah, I've been getting the flu nonstop since 2018. I keep Tamiflu, you know, on deck. I know the symptoms. It is what it is. And it wasn't that bad these past couple of days. I knew how to deal with it, and I am here to get it in tonight. 413, are you there? Good evening. 413.
Yo, what's poppin', Star?
How are you, man? What's cracking?
Good, good, good. It's Panna, man. I'm glad you're doing better.
Panna, good to hear from you. Please watch the language, or I have to hang up, man. Please, right?
All day, man. You know I'm not like these fools. I got intelligence.
Okay, what's cracking?
So I'm a father, man, and I'm seeing it a different way with Benzino. I'm thinking that he just had his breaking point with not only the industry, but with just his relationship with his daughter, and that can really take a toll on a man. You know what I'm saying? And we don't really know what's being said about her in the industry, but I heard a previous caller say some stuff about some allegedly some situation she had going on with Busta Rhymes, and Benzino's been in the industry.
I don't even want to put that out there. I mean, I don't want to repeat stuff like that unless it's got some real legs to it. But okay, you were saying.
But the bottom line is that he's hearing stuff about his daughter, and then especially now with Eminem. Yo, to keep it a buck, he knows he can't defeat M, and he knows M is gonna come at his daughter. He has no cards on the table for this right now. You know what I'm saying? So as a man, he's taken a big L, and this is causing serious strain on his brain, his mental. So I think with the Henny and then Nori picking away at questions, bro just had his breaking point. I think he just reached his breaking point. Okay. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And he had it on social media with an audience of how many people watched it, but ain't no turning back now. You know what I mean? Like it's a sad situation because I know him too from the almighty RSO. I know him from stabbing Paul Pierce. He's a gangster. He's a gangster. You know what I'm saying? He gave it to Paul Pierce with.
Did he ever admit to stabbing Paul Pierce? I forget. Did he admit? What did Paul Pierce say?
I mean, he ain't admitted, but we know it's industry.
Well, if he didn't admit it, sir, then we have to say alleged, hearsay. Ray's looking for a bag, so let's not put that out there just because everybody says. I don't know that to be true. I don't.
I hear you.
Did Paul Pierce ever say, "Hey, Benzino stabbed me"?
Nah, he didn't.
Okay.
He has officially admitted to saying Benzino was the one, but it was somebody in his camp, the almighty RSO. You know what I mean? At that particular time.
Reckless disregard of the truth. It's very real, and saying allegedly doesn't even save you sometimes. But go ahead, you were saying? Go ahead.
Like I said, as a man, as a father, I think he's just had his breaking point. And this is me first hearing of this Red Roof incident. I've never heard of this before. So that also, especially added on top of what's going on with Eminem and especially Eminem attacking his daughter and not, I'm not saying the beef with Eminem and his daughter is kind of like taken away from her sales, but it's kind of messing up her bag a little bit. You know what I mean? Em is the God. And can nobody defeat M?